Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Monday afternoon, November 27th, 2023. Hope you had a terrific, joyful, and peaceful Thanksgiving, being able to connect with people and have good food with good friends. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become a successful currency trader using our simple but highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. My purpose tonight is to show you how the indicators work and show you how easy they are to use and how they can change your life financially for the better. I've been trading about 4+ years, and these indicators have been a lifesaver for me. And I believe they'll be the same for you once you see how good they are. And we're so confident in their ability that once we've trained you, we're going to let you trade with our cash and split what you make. So it couldn't be better than that. Let's get started. We need to first listen to this guy, and then we'll enter into it. Oops, what happened? Let's get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advanced written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trades. And I am looking, I'm sorry, I didn't tee it up beforehand, but I do have, where is it? Come on. All right, we're going to skip that part of it because I didn't tee it up. Oh, and I don't want to waste my time looking for it. We do live trades multiple times a week. Once you join the program, we do them every day at 10 a.m. We also do them every evening at 10 p.m. For a person like me who's a pretty good trader, will walk you through their trade analysis. So one, it becomes a teaching tool so that you can learn from. And then two, it will help you evaluate how good the tools are, because you'll see constant repetition of people trading with them. I will be doing another live trade tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. And I send out the invite at around 6:20 right beforehand. I work off of a little checklist. Checklist helps. Oh, come on here, Paul. Checklist helps me stay focused and make sure I'm not missing anything. Restart the green chart every day. Clears out the memory. Allows it to picks up any updates that there might have happened. One of the ways that we work on getting better is by reviewing what didn't go the way we wanted it to go and trying to figure out what could have been done better. You'll see all the greats do it. The great athletes will go back and review the film to see what happened on a specific play that didn't go the way they wanted to. We do the same, and one of the great things about our indicators is that you can go back to a specific point, take a look at what you were looking at, and see what it was that might have contributed to it not going. Now, sometimes you can do everything right and the market just goes the other way, but more often than not, you'll see that you made a mistake somewhere, and correcting those mistakes will increase that accuracy percentage. I traded around an 80%. I know traders who are up in the 90s. You can make money if you're as low as the 70%, depending on what your risk management techniques are. Now, we are technical traders, which means we are trading based on the price action. And our indicators are very good at being able to tell us what direction the market's going. And having that information, we can pull some pips off of if we know the direction of the move. However, news impacts currency, and we want to know what news events are coming so that we can try to trade around them. And the best place to find that is by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into kind of 3 categories. Yellow is low impact. I generally don't worry about those. Orange is medium impact. I don't worry about them, but some people consider them when they're trading. And red, which is high impact, which can impact the market. Usually these things I want to trade around, and I want to trade around them. I want to be out of the market two hours beforehand, because what happens is on this one it'll be a little harder, but on things where there's a published number, like say tomorrow morning on at 10 a.m. consumer confidence, this number is already figured out. People know what this number is. It starts leaking out before the official announcement, and the market starts reacting to it. So I just try to stay out of the trades 2 hours beforehand, and maybe I'll get back in 30 minutes afterwards. So here tonight we've got Australian dollar, Governor Bullock speaking from the Royal Bank of Australia. We are, we're coming up to 4 o'clock. From 5 to 6 is dead time. So 6, when 6 comes back, we'll be within that 2 hour window. So we're not going to trade the Australian dollar today because we're too close to the time period. Excuse me. So with that, let's jump in and take a look at our indicators, see what kind of trades that we have. The trade I am going to do is something called the 10-point trade. We've got a dozen different trade signals. And one of the great things about our program is that we will do a customized trade plan based on your availability to trade and your risk preferences. This one suits me. I like to trade it off of a 1 hour chart. And I like to be about 30 minutes into the chart so that the lines have a chance to form. And I am looking, my sweet spot tends to be 11 pips. On a 1 hour chart, you can usually, a trade's going to be good for anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. 5 to 35 pips. And the strategy is really just to get all the lines from the 3 different sections to line up. And when I do that, I've got the direction down, and I'm going to take a trade. So my strategy is I'm not as interested as in the entry point as I am in knowing the direction. So if I can get the direction, I can make some pips. So let's go ahead and take a look. The chart I am trading off of today is the Light 6 Major. It's one of the standard layout charts. It is a composite chart. It is showing me 6 different currency pairs. These are all US based. So I am going to start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. And the red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is what we call the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. I am looking for situations where we are overbought. The lines are above the blue line and everybody's pointing down, or we're below the red line, the oversold line, and everybody's pointing up. So here, everybody turned up, pointed up, they ran through the channel. I'm looking to try to capture this. And if we take a look at that, if we take a look at that, that was worth 14 pips. So I'm looking to try to squeeze this 11 pips out of here in an hour. So that's my goal. So here we're overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are going sideways. So I don't have I want everybody above and going down. I don't have that here. Euro USD, overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are going up. So I don't have agreement. Same here, pound USD, everybody, minors have turned, majors are still going up. US dollar, Canadian dollar, oversold, majors going down, minors going up. Dollar, Swiss franc, oversold, majors going down, minors have started to turn. And the same with the US dollar, yen, oversold, majors going down, minors going up. So nothing here. If I don't see what I'm looking for here, I don't need to look at the TNTs or the pressure. This is the first step of what I'm looking for. So I've cloned this chart and put in Scouty. Scouty doesn't like the Amazon guy. Let's see here. Euro, a pound. So these are non-USD pairs. Hey, buddy, come here. It's okay. He's bringing us good stuff. So leave him alone. All right, buddy. Overbought. Everybody's still going up. Australian dollar, yen. We touched overbought. Everybody's coming down, and we're about halfway into it. Usually I will consider a trade so long as the green line is shy of the halfway mark. So we're kind of borderline on this right now. However, so I've got the 3 points here. The 3 points are: one, we were overbought. It touched. Two, everybody's going down. The majors are coming down. The minors are coming down. I don't care that the minors are almost oversold. I care what the position of the green line is. And three, the red line is crossed on the top and the black line is crossed on the top. So I call it the double cross. So 3 points here. What I would normally do is jump up to here and count how many lines are supporting the sell signal I'm seeing here. 2 orange lines telling me sell. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes up, that means sell. So thick blue is going up, dotted blue coming down. So thick blue is telling me sell. So 3 of the 4 telling me sell. I want to have 3 of the 4 telling me sell. So I've got the second part of the test. The third part of the test is what's the pressure doing? And in this case, I've got very weak down pressure. Green lines going down, red lines going down. So that counts as a point. So I've got 7 points here. Now, normally when I have 7 points, I'm going to confirm the signal. I'm not going to confirm the signal now. Why? because it's got our friend, the Australian dollar in here, and we get the news coming up. So I don't want to take a trade when I get a news item coming up on the dollar, but this signal is enough for me to go to the next step. I'm not going to go to the next step because I still want to see if we can find a trade. Euro Canadian dollar, overbought, majors going up, minors going down, so I don't have agreement. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Ooh, this is interesting. This is interesting. Why is it interesting? Australian dollar is the first pair here. It's going down with the yen. Australian dollar is the first pair here with the New Zealand dollar. Everybody's going up. So these two are disagreeing. Like normally when we saw here, these were all going up when the US dollar was the second pair. They were all going down when the US dollar is the first pair. We're not seeing that here. There's contradiction. There's a contradiction here. We have the two orange lines going up, telling me buy. Dotted blue coming down, telling me buy. So 3 of the 4 telling me buy. However, down pressure. So the pressure is not agreeing with what we're seeing here. If the pressure doesn't agree, if the green line's on top, I'll count that as a point. Green line hasn't crossed over yet. Green line, red line still on top. So we're going to pass. We're also going to pass because of we've got news coming on the AUD, but because these two are different, this is coming down, this is coming up, that would make me hesitate a little bit. Pound yen oversold, and we've got disagreement here. Majors are kind of going sideways, minors going down. Euro Australian dollar just reaching overbought, so nothing there. So let's look at another pair of set of 6. Canadian dollar, yen. Minors are oversold, turning up. Majors are kind of in the channel 3/4 of the way, going sideways. Euro New Zealand dollar. Everybody's going up. We're more than 3/4 of the way into the channel with the green line, so I'm going to pass. Pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar. Oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Green's on top, gray's on top. I also like, so that's 3 points there. I also like the steepness of the green line. I usually want this green line to be greater than 45 degrees, and it is. And I like that it's gone from here, it's almost 45 degrees, might be a little bit less. It's gone from less steep to more steep. So I like that. I find that when all the lines are clustered, the signal's a little stronger. So I like that we're clustered. I also like that the green lines entered the channel. So there's not a big gap before it enters. So three points here. 2 orange lines going up. Thick blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 here. And where is, I need to get my notes. Let's do this. And I've got weak down pressure. What makes it weak is the slope of the line and the closeness of the line. So there's a little gap here. But the green line is on top. So I get a point from that. And the green line is moving away from the red line. So I like that too. So I've got 7 points. 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. So 7 points. I've got to buy on the pound, and I got to write this down because I forget. Pound on the a buy on the pound New Zealand dollar. So what I want to do is confirm this. So how I'm going to confirm it is I'm going to go to a chart that has additional time periods. I want to see what's going on with the with the 2 and the 4 hour. So Great Britain pound. Oops, come on. Great Britain pound, NZD. So this is what we were just looking at. I want to see the 2 hour and the 4 hour that were sold. On the 2 hour we are, and on the 4 hour we are. The lines are still going down. That's okay. I don't mind that. I'm not crazy about that. We've been oversold here for, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 6 hours. That's a little bit of a red flag to me, but and the reason I want us to be oversold is, for some reason, if this signal weakens and changes, we'll still get the trade. If we're oversold, it's eventually going to go up. And it looks like we're actually kind of sitting on a resistance line here. So I've got my confirmation. Once I get my confirmation, I need to figure out how much the trade is worth. So I'm going to open up a clean chart. And on the clean chart, I'm going to draw in my support and resistance. And by the way, this was, we were practicing doing some support and resistance the other day, learning how to draw it. JPY. Because you'll see when I always trade it, I've got, what the heck? Great Britain pound, NZD. All right, so here we are. I'm going to draw some support and resistance in on here. And let's just save this. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. Let's bring this. Come on. Sorry about that. All right. So, and I want to stretch this out because I want to have as many data points as I can get to draw these lines. So it looks like it's stopping in here and here, over here, over here, over here. And on the Euro USD, these tend to be about 30, 40 pips apart. So we're at 0703 to 079. So that's a bit much. So I'm going to draw in one more somewhere in the middle here. Question is whether it's here. Like in here it stops, it's stopping in here, it's stopping in here, stopping over here, over here. I'm going to open this up so I can see it a little bit better. So we're at the 0702 to 0736. So that's about 33 pips. So that's what I'm looking for. That's usually about the spot. And as I open it up, we can see stopping in here. It's clearly stopping in here. So these lines become where I can my borders, because I want to get in and get out. I don't want to trade through these lines. So I want to know how much room I have till here. So from where we are now to up there is 32 pips. And from here down is 9 pips. All right. So that's, so I've got, what do we say? How many pips up? 32 pips up. All right, so 32 pips up. We're going to take a buy. Let me just take a look at the chart one more time. Decide what I want to do. And the other thing actually I want to know is what's the trend? And like here's an uptrend, here's a downtrend, uptrend, downtrend. And then I don't know, this is kind of where we're in this channel here. We're not going, actually we're down, up, down a little bit more, up, down. So it's kind of sideways. The trend is kind of sideways. Reason I want to know the trend is if I'm trading against the trend, so say over here, I want to take a sell trade. I want to be careful because if I take the sell trade, I don't want to get caught with it continuing to run. So I'm going to take less pips when I'm trading against the trend than when I'm trading with the trend. Right now, we're kind of sideways, so I don't need to worry about it. So let us go back and just look at the signal one more time, and we'll decide what we're going to do. All right, it's even advanced a little bit more since we've spoken. All right, I like this. Let's go back one more time and decide what we want to take. All right. I'm not going to go for the full 30. We'll take half of that. So we're going to take 15 pips. 15 pips. Open up. You can take that in your simulator, or if you're using a MetaTrader. This is a demo account. So what we were looking at the pound NZD. So I don't have that chart here, pound NZD. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart. And it's going to probably be down in this third section. Pound. Oops, wrong one. Try again. New chart. Pound NZD. Why don't we see him here? There we go. Pound NZD down here. Put him back to the 1 hour. Oh, holy smokes. Holy smokes. Look at what the spread is. Usually the spread is like a point or two. This is 5 pips. 5 pips. So we have to make 5.5 pips before we get back to break even. Ooh, I don't know why the spread is so large at this time. I'm not sure I want to take this. 5 pips to make 15 pips. So we're giving up 30% to make the trade. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So you can do it if you want, but I'm not going to do that. I think this is a good buy signal. I think it's worth 15 pips, but it is not. I don't want to take. So you can take it in your simulator, but I don't want to take this because that's paying too much for what it's worth. So say if you go to the Euro USD. Here the spread is 2 points. 2 points. Or say the spread on the pound yen. It's a half a pip. But I'm not going to pay that much. I'm not going to pay. Yeah, I'm not sure why the spread is so wide. But we're not going to do that. So, all right. So we're not going to take that trade. Now, one of the other trades I take is the overnight trade. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overnight trade. On the overnight trade, it's a slightly different strategy. I'm using a modified 10-point trade, and I'm taking it off of the day chart. So this is what I'm talking about when I say there's multiple ways of using the indicators. So here, I take a look at what the green line is doing from the major indicator on the day chart. Here we're overbought and we're going up. So that's telling me buy. My confirmation on this trade is what's the 12 hours saying and what's the 8 hours saying. 12 hours saying buy, green is going up. And we've got a little bit of a duck bill here. He's got his mouth open pretty wide and it's got a small head, but telling me buy, green line's going up. 8 hour, green line's going up. Overbought, but green line's going up. Just for curiosity's sake, I always like to look at the 4 and the 2, but I'm relying primarily on the 8, the 12, and the 1. Going up very steeply, going up, starting to roll on the 1. So we're going to take a 11 pip buy on the Euro USD. So let's bring this back over. Euro USD. I am going to go to new order. My lot size is a function of how much I have in the account. This account I'm showing you is a demo account. I'm going to move my decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.36. I can take anywhere from half of that 1.36 to double it. I'm going to just keep it at the 1.36 because I'm going to have 2 open trades. And when I take 2 open trades, that's going to bring my margin right around 1,000% or just a little bit below 1,000%. So 1.36 market buy. Once it's recorded, I'm going to right click on the order, go to modify, and we're going to take 11 pips. 11 pips. I'm going to click the copy as button, does the math for me, and we're going to use a 35 pip stop loss, which is just about a 3-to-1, a little bit over 3-to-1. And for whatever reason, that little bit over 3-to-1, having tested it, doesn't stop us out as frequently. And I don't want to get stopped out. So I click the little red button. It does the math. Then I click the modify button, and it drops both lines in for me. So here's my take profit. Here is my stop loss. So we took a buy on the Euro USD with a take profit of 1.09652. That's 1.09652. And a stop loss of 1.09545. 1.09545. Now let's see what we have on the pound yen. All right, the day chart again. Green line is overbought and coming down. Overbought and coming down. So that's telling me sell. On the 12-hour, I'm getting the confirmation sell. It's almost halfway through the channel. Green line is very steep at this point. The 8-hour, a little over halfway in the channel. It is not as steep as the 12, but sell, sell, sell. And for the just to see, for curiosity's sake, 4 hours telling me sell, 2 hours telling me sell, and the 1 hour is telling me sell. So we get sell across the board here. So we're going to take a 22 pip sell on the pound yen. So pound yen, and let me write this down. The other day, as you'll remember, I sent out the wrong, I didn't write it down, and then I sent out the wrong trade. So we're going to go ahead and new order, use the same lot size, market execution, sell. I'm going to right click on it, modify, and here we're going to go for 22 pips. 22 pips is 220 points. Click the little blue button. That's going to do the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1. The pound yen is a little bit more volatile. So that's why I take a little bit more than 11 pips. Because if we took 11 pips, it gets stopped out too frequently. And you can't make money. But at 22, it doesn't stop out near as frequently. And the trade generally goes in the direction we want it to. So let's pop that in. So we have a take profit of 187.477, 187.477 with a stop loss of 188.358, 188.358. Okay, gang, we took two trades. We saw a good setup on the pound New Zealand dollar, but because of the spread being 5.5, we didn't take the trade. Then we changed gears and went into our overnight trade. And on the overnight trade, we do that off of the 1-day chart, and we've got a sell and the confirmation of the two sells, and the same on the Euro USD. We've got a buy. So we've got two good trades. I will see you tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. And these trades will probably close somewhere around 1 in the morning, 1 to 2 in the morning. And we'll take some more trades tomorrow morning. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.